Alright, here we go. Second time we're going to see Nephilim before they drop off the face of the earth.
That's a shame. I really like them.
Well done, Enoch. Sariel has been purified and his soul imprisoned. Next is Baraqel's realm. He's the one who designed the tower. Sin, leader of the Freemen, also awaits you. I'm sure he'll want you to do all kinds of things for him, but hear him out.
Messenger of God, prophesied by Ishtar, accept my petition. Release the souls of the Nephilim, the cursed offspring of fallen angels and humans. The fire Nephilim attack our people. They devour even the fallen angels. Please, put them out of their misery.
So is this where we get an answer about how big they can get? Oh, that's terrifying.
Yep.
That seems like the most awkward process. Never mind. Prove me wrong.
These fire Nephilim are the source of all this world's trouble. If they didn't exist, the Council would never have ordered the flood.
So yeah, the reason why there's a flood is because these are giant fire-based monsters.
There, one of the fire Nephilim that Sin spoke about.
If the fire Nephilim continue to proliferate, the world will fall into chaos and destruction.
So, can the fallen angels not, like, prevent them from doing things, or what?
No, they can.
Are they just not?
Pretty much. Also, the fire Nephilim spawns these little things. They're just the blob monsters from the beginning of the game. Their life bar is the circle on their head. Or the circle that is their head. So, more broken that is, more damage you've done.
It's so cool. I'm liking the way this level looks. There's a lot of needle and thread sort of thing getting here, which is weird. But I'm not complaining.
I would describe this this level's aesthetic as being very Earth, if that makes any sense. Because this first part is all on like these rocky slabs. But yes, eventually we do climb our way up to like the mess of needles.
And the crazy platforming returns. Oh, that just wasn't fair.
Yep. That's what I get for trying to move quickly.
Well, she did tell you to be careful.
As I was falling to my death.
She told you a little beforehand. Wasn't her fault you didn't listen. Now, was there any advance warning when one of those meteors are going to show up, or...?
Not in the slightest.
I sort of thought that was a cutscene for a second.
Nope, just camera shift.
I hate that.
Yeah, the camera's not exactly,
Your
smooth.
friend.
Also, just trying to kill the last of those wisps.
See, I'd say it's controlled by Satan, but he's sort of a cool dude here.
Well, he's not Satan yet.
Same guy. Yeah, see, you can't really make any of those jokes, because at that point, he doesn't exist. That was cool.
Still a cool dude right now.
He's a pretty chill guy.
So yeah, at least what I got from this is there are 2 points to this story. And one of them I can't say because a couple of the chapters are kind of hinged on it. But the other one is this is supposed to be backstory as to why Lucifer became evil? I guess? Because he saw all these people and why they did it, and it worked out so well for them.
Oh yeah. I mean, can't you tell?
It's an okay-ish backstory. It's better than nothing, but
Well,
it's not great. Also, sure hope you aren't tired of really precarious platforming yet.
No, not quite.
Because that's what this level is. Though, to be fair, after this level they do differentiate the gameplay a little bit more, which is nice. Also, hidden Freeman over here.
They're pretty good at hiding those so far, I've noticed.
Yep.
In all the places you wouldn't really expect.
Hey. Yeah. The Nephilim are on the rampage.
You know, I've heard the word Nephilim
Gobbling each other up.
pronounced probably 5 different ways. And most of them don't really sound all that, you know, appealing.
Well, this is the only one which is actually talking about Nephilim and not some sort of weird fan fiction creature. So...
I know what you're referring to. We'll get into that discussion some other time.
You know what, let's not. DMC sucked. There.
You just denied that guy hard.
But yeah, more combat arenas.
There's a lot of them.
Sure are.
See,
Just wait till we get to the level that is nothing but combat arenas.
Oh god.
Yeah, that is not a fun level at all. That is probably the worst level in this game.
Why did you stop punching him in the face?
I don't know. I try not to overuse that tactic, but it's really hard because if you hit Y and then, or if you hit strong attack and then light attack, that's the only attack you have.
Like, god, it's really cool.
The arch, you have all the air juggling and stuff, and then the gale. Well, whatever. We don't talk about the gale.
The gale's really cool, though.
It is.
This weapon also seems to be pretty effective at dealing with large crowds of people. Just because you can swing your fists in their general direction, they sort of dissipate. That fireball looked a lot bigger than it was.
I'm actually trying to remember what the heavy attack button does for the gale, and I can't think of anything. I know it does something. I probably just don't.
Don't lag at me, dude. I've never played this game.
That's gonna bug me. No, but just more combat arenas. This is kind of the problem, is that now, at this point in the game, like, there are things to look forward to, but, like, the stuff to look forward to are the levels. There's, like, no more character anything, really.
Well, no more character. I'm sort of wanting to know how...
Well, no more character-based upgrades. So there's no more weapons and there's no more moves. So, from a pure play standpoint, this is as advanced as the game gets.
Wow.
Which, like, kind of sucks, because there's nothing, like, the story is cool, the art is cool, and the levels are cool, but, like, you don't get anything.
Good thing story and art and levels are some of the things I care about more than anything. Guys, I'm bag of dicks.
I think if they could have added, like, a couple more weapons, maybe a move list, something like that, could have given this game some real longevity.
I will admit a move list would have been better. I'm glad there's no, like, level up system other than the fire thing, but that's not that big of an issue.
Oh boy, another fallen angel fight.
Oh, which one is this?
Ezekiel again.
You're wearing out your welcome.
I should have popped Uriel here and just, like, completely destroyed her.
Which would have been hilarious, by the way.
Yeah. See, that's the problem, is because there's no, like, bar or way to increase how fast you get Uriel, he just kind of shows up. Most of the time, I tend to be, like, really protective of it, because, like, I can kill things pretty easily by myself without Uriel.
Well, it's like the old saying that Yahtzee came up with. I have this really good gun, and I don't want to use it on the giant robot crab in case there's an even gianter robot crab behind it.
I think the problem is, like, comparing this to its, you know, to similar games. Like Devil May Cry, Devil Trigger was more necessary because you knew how much you had and you built it up by just doing your thing. Whereas this kind of just comes and goes via timer.
This is also incredibly minimalistic, however.
Yeah.
It'll never end if this keeps happening.
What?
No idea.
That doesn't make any sense.
So anyway, back to the flaming apocalypse.
It's an apocalypse inside of a pocket dimension. It's not that bad.
It's not a pocket dimension, there's just a veil. By the way, if you go to the right around this platform, yeah, like that camera angle indicates, I'm pretty sure that's one of the Ishtar areas. So, if you're going for that, that's where to go.
That was a really cool looking walkway.
And now we're here.
A really cool looking area.
And the music changes.
Now, what's the time limit on Uriel?
I have no idea. It's the problem with no meters on the screen is, like, you can ask me how much health you have, and I can tell you 5. Exactly 5 units of health. Because there is a way to turn on a meter for that. But even if you turn that on, it still doesn't tell you how much, or how long Uriel stays around, so... I'm just gonna go with 30-40 seconds. Maybe a minute.
Well, I mean, how long does it take for him to come back?
A long time. I guess... I want to say 7 or 8 minutes.
Wow. But for 1 minute of that, you're going to completely wreck people.
But there's really no need for it, because, like, look at this. I'm wrecking them without him.
Yeah, but these are just standard jelly dudes. I mean, they're not... It's like, I assume it's meant for, like, tricky parts of boss fights.
Probably is, because when you activate it, you get full armor, so you can kind of use it as another life or as a safety net.
Yeah, full heal's pretty useful.
Hey. This place is downright scary. I'm not kidding. It could be destroyed at any moment. Sorry, but I gotta go.
I love his text things.
Also, I don't think Uriel's timer actually goes when you're outside of combat. So I think it's limited to combat only.
That's just mean.
Yeah.
That is a really effective move.
So long as the mooks can't guard, that move is great. Also, this place looks really cool.
Yeah, I was trying to think of, like, how to describe it, but there's not really any way.
I'm just trying to figure out how this is similar to that other place that we were previously, which was very earthy and had that, like, really cool-looking, like, needle thing.
It's not really similar to that. I mean, these are more, like, they remind me sort of water pillars. Because you can see the ripple effects in the backgrounds, but, I mean, they're obviously pillars. So there's... I don't know. That was cool.
The other thing is that this place has a very cool color scheme. Lots of blues and whites and grays. Whereas outside is a very hot color scheme. Lots of golds and reds and browns.
Yeah. Well, there's also a pretty good contrast here between the upper and lower segments of the screen. The upper segment's a lot of whites and such, and the lower segment is mostly black and red.
Yep. Also, I have no idea how these mooks got here to this other pocket dimension place. Also, this is about the time where I just got sick of stealing weapons, and I'm just starting to kill enemies, you know, regardless. It's surprisingly hard to do, because when they're put in the weapon stealing state, they glow blue, and it feels like your attacks aren't doing as much as they do when otherwise.
I want to see the finisher to that. I really want to see the finisher to that weapon when you have your yellow.
I use it on the boss of this area.
I look forward to that.
Also, here's something weird. You heard that guy say you still can't use your full power yet? He's a recurring thing in this area. Yeah, that's also him.
Yeah, don't do that. Turns out, needles, pointy.
Anyway, the guy who was saying both of those things, he's kind of a plot hole. At least as far as the game doesn't explain who the hell he is or like how he figures into this, he just kind of shows up. He's only in this section, so...
So we don't know...
That. Oh, there he is. Right there in the background with the blue flaming hair.
What the hell was that?
I'm gonna spoil it. That's Methuselah.
I sense he's somehow connected with you.
Methuselah.
Who is Methuselah? I don't know.
Methuselah is... Don't quote me on this, but he's like a human who lives about as long as our main character here.
Sure, good enough.
And he's another Bible guy, obviously, but...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what he has to do with any of this.
Neither do I. Just wait for his shining moment of what the fuck.
So looking forward to that now.
You still can't use your full power.
Yes, I know I can't use my full power yet. He just flies around you going, I think I figured out why I'm here, and you still can't use your full power yet. Just over and over and over again. And it's the same audio clip every time.
Which one is this?
Oh, it's Azazel.
We meet again, Enoch.
Howdy. So this brings me to another kind of bummer. You know how we fought Azazel a whole bunch of times?
Yeah.
And you know how we fought Ezekiel not a whole bunch of times, but we're getting there.
Yeah.
You know how we kind of killed Sariel?
Yeah.
He doesn't show up anymore.
Well, yeah, he's kind of dead.
Well, yeah, but I mean, think about it. There are 2 fallen angels who can show up like this now. This is it. You get 2 fallen angels out of 7 to, like, fight you along the way.
Well, there's more fallen angels, though. This guy is kicking your ass.
Yeah, he destroys me.
I can't let you win.
Well, there you go. There are other fallen angels, but they drip feed you, man. Like, you... After this point, we're just kind of hanging out with these guys for quite a while.
Jumping in and doing random pub brawls with them.
Pretty much.
What the hell?
No idea.
Are we in the central nervous system?
Probably.
That's really cool. I don't want you to take a shot for this one, just constantly sip at a drink. By the way, you could probably pop a heal here.
Yeah, probably could. I actually have 2 or 3 units of health right now. You can tell because the chest plate is still there.
I still have clothing.
Yeah, pretty much. I try not to pop it unless I'm, like, absolutely on death's door.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, that's their unarmed attack. They, like, create a little smoke cloud around them. Has the same properties as the other ones, except for Ezekiel's, where they created that really elaborate looking, like, flower, thorn, briar thing.
Which, to be fair, is sort of cool looking.
That's literally the best unarmed attack that these guys ever get. All the rest of them have way shorter range, and they don't hit you nearly as much.
Well, that dash around thing is pretty neat.
You mean the Sarge's rocket charge
Yeah.
thing? Oh yeah. Well, that's for Sarges, and you know, we only see them every now and again.
As opposed to circle blobs.
Well, as opposed to blocks, which are main mook of this game.
When we decapitate them with 1,000 tiny pinpricks.
You still can't use your full.
Yes, I get it, Methuselah.
How can he wield such power? Not even you are capable.
I think that's the only other line he gets. And I don't even know if it's him, because it sounds really similar to one of the Fallen Angels. Or not one of the Fallen Angels, one of the Archangels.
Yeah, there's a lot of very similar voices in this.
Yep.
I mean, obviously I've already confused Enoch with a Archangel, but it's like the most obvious one is Lucifer. Lucifer, whatever you want to call him.
Lucifer, whatever.
Same thing.
You can just call him the Lightbringer.
Morning Star. Oh,
Get hit by
dicks.
both of the wisps on the way down.
Yeah.
I suppose if you're a fan of the Alone in the Dark series, you could call him the fucking universe, but let's just continue to pretend that those games don't exist.
See?
No, I don't see Methuselah. Yeah, there you go.
I saw him.
I don't see what he's talking about though.
Couldn't tell you.
Just keeps talking about power and like not even you can wield it, and still can't use your full power and blah 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 blah. And
What was that?
right over my head. I have no idea.
That was a special moment for you. Is that one turning?
No, it just has a weird 3D type of effect. Messes with you.
This game is gorgeous, and I'm not going to ever doubt that, or ever deny it, but it has a lot of moments where it completely fucks with you.
Just wait, there's an entire level of visual fuckery.
Oh, don't say that.
Nope, not even joking. In fact, it's so bad, I would... There'll be disclaimers for that one.
We're actually going to have to put up a disclaimer for, careful, your brain may go comatose.
No, I'll just tell people it. They'll figure it out, if not by that. Jesus Christ, Methuselah, we get it! Are you gonna do something now?
Does he do something?
Yeah, kinda.
Huh.
Also, this part's really annoying if you have something like the Veil that can't, So yeah, these walls you can only destroy with the Veil, and this part's really awful with the Veil because you don't have the air dash or the glide. And there's another one of those walls later, but if you have the Gale, you can completely skirt around it.
If you have the arc, you're fucked.
Yeah. Well, that's just this whole game.
Really platforming on pins and needles here.
Yep.
I
Here
don't
it is.
regret saying that.
You can shoot it through the wall, and the pickups just fly into you.
I like to think it's just big enough for him to run on, so that he can't, like, go around it. That was really cool in the background.
Also, you're gonna want the Gale for this boss fight. Anything else is awful. I'm not even sure if the Gale is the counter for this guy, but regardless of that, it might as well be.
Looking forward to this.
Also, this boss fight, first time, before I knew any of this rock, paper, scissors stuff, and like how this game worked, and about the boss in particular, this boss took me longer than any other boss in the game. It took me about 50 minutes.
50?
50 minutes.
Jesus.
I didn't bring a Gale into the fight, I brought an Arch. Or wait a minute, it was an arch or a veil. The point being, was not the Gale, so completely the wrong choice.
Gotta learn your Pokemon counters, man.
I guess so. Once again, if you're not using the counter to a boss, just you're doing nothing. Just try to find it as soon as possible. Regular moves, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever. Unless you're being fancy, in which case, try to use the counter on them too.
I'm sort of curious what the, because each Fallen Angel has a variant in this. And I want to see some of the variants of the big guys.
You're gonna be so disappointed.
I was pretty considerate.
So we're almost out of here, and this is about the point where I'm like, oh shit, I don't have the Gale. Damn it.
Isn't Baraqel the one he didn't like?
Yeah.
Well, hey, what do I know, right?
Ooh.
The swans only show up at the loading screen, takes a while. So here's the boss. It's the fire nephilim.
Oh, great death sea urchin.
So here's the thing. It hangs out way over there, and normally you can only attack its arms. If you have the Gale, you can attack it all the time. Any range.
Do you get a Gale?
Yes, I do, as soon as possible. Because otherwise this would have taken way too long.
Well, at least you have a big platform to run on.
Also, those, even though it kind of like shows up in the front of the platform, it hits the entire platform.
So this is standard giant boss mechanics where it does a meteor strike, does a slam, probably does a sweep at some point.
Yep. You've played a video game, I see. Honestly, they don't work very well here because, like, when he's revving up for the slam attack, he's aiming at you, but the slam will always be really close to the center of the platform. Which doesn't sound like it would be that weird, but it's really weird to get around it. Also, here's his sweep attack. I completely messed it up because I thought the tentacle was going to hit bottom first.
To be fair, it's cooler than most of the sweep attacks you see in video games.
And now he's close enough you can hit him. And once you down him the first time, that is when the weapon orbs spawn and I can get a Gale.
And then wreck him.
Yeah.
So, the slam attack, is it one of those moves where you have to jump to avoid damage? Okay.
If you're on the ground, it does do a little bit of damage, but it stuns you, which means that you can't get over as quickly and do as much damage.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's this boss. 50 minutes of this.
That would get old quick.
You have no idea. Alright, yeah, so I hit him down. Here's the worst part. When he's going down, he can land on you. Also, I Hulk out with Uriel. I don't know why. You also get to see the ultimate attack for the Arch, just at the worst angle.
So you just hacksaw the crap out of them.
Yeah, he's actually firing, like, blades from the Arch, and then he ends with a giant laser. So here's why this boss, you absolutely need the Gale. I'm hitting him right now. And the air dash just gets out of the way of everything.
Okay, I see your point.
Already knocked him down again.
Oh, hi, Headmouth.
Then he fires lasers. As you do.
That's really cool.
But yep, if you look at his eyes, you can tell how much health he has left. He's already down to yellow.
He's down to what?
Yellow. He goes blue, all the bosses are blue, yellow, then red, and then they're dead.
So effectively, he's in the 2/3 range. What the
Something
hell?
like that. So this attack, he goes really far back and he headbutts the platform.
Another
And
one you're gonna have to jump with?
Yep.
You know, I know a kid who used to nail things to the wall that way. Didn't work for him either. Higher brand strength people.
So yeah, with the Gale you could just completely destroy this boss fight.
I'm waiting for that spin attack again, because that was really cool.
It's just a complete joke at this point. Because he can't do anything to fight you with this. Like, he can keep doing his stuff, but, you know, you use the dash to avoid it, and then you just shoot him a lot. But, like, if you're using an Arch or the Veil here, it's absolutely... yeah, I don't know why I switch.
How did you do that?
I immediately switch back.
Good man.
Oh wait, no, I do know why I switched. When I landed, I was button mashing the Purification button, and the Purification button is the same one that switches weapons. So I just meant to purify the Gale that I had. I didn't actually want to switch.
Oh, that was close. Now, a real question here is: can you use the Veil's block thing to protect yourself from his slams?
Probably not. But I don't know.
Uriel's back.
Yep.
You gonna pop him?
I do pop him in this fight. Also, I shouldn't have jumped there.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah.
Should have just jumped straight up, but whatever. So he's down to red. I was trying to end him on the with the special move, just because it's really cool to do that.
Yeah.
But no cigar here either. I do get to use the special move. Yeah, see, here we go. So, poke the fuck out. So the way it works here is that every time you use the mortar attack, Uriel will throw down flames. Yeah, like that. Also, you're not invulnerable when you're in overboost. So here's the ultimate thing. As seen through one of his tentacles in a way that you can't quite see.
So it's just basically a crazy meteor shower thing.
Yeah.
I like it.
It still chunks the hell out of him, even from that range. I'm pretty sure this is where I'll kill him.
Yep,
yeah, there we go. So, there goes the Fire Nephilim. He's dead. Kind of. You'll see.
Let me guess, a regular Nephilim pops out?
No, actually. So, apparently Nephilim, when they eat something, they gain some of the properties of it. So, like, when Nephilim eat each other, their power stacks. And this apparently was actually Baraqel. Baraqel got eaten by a Nephilim, so this is the Baraqel Nephilim, even though it looks pretty much the same as the Nephilim we just fought.
So Baraqel got eaten by a Nephilim?
Yes.
That is terrifying.
That means two things.
That thing
but I'll get to that
eats
later.
people to gain their powers.
Oh, also we got eaten at some point.
Oh, I see. You still can't use your full power.
Rub it in, Methuselah.
I finally figured out why I'm here. See? This is how you use your powers.
Yes, Enoch, you use your powers of flight.
The hell?
No idea. So anyway, then Methuselah or Enoch, or maybe no one, summons this thing, which is called Seta. This is another thing which shows up here and never again. And it does this.
Does it crush Baraqel?
Nope, even better.
Is that a drill?
Yes. It's a tactical laser. Because why not?
So this is the end of Baraqel.
Yes.
How
May he die
incredibly
here.
disappointing. Okay, never mind. That's not disappointing anymore. That's really cool.
So yeah, we never actually fight the actual Baraqel or his nether form.
Power of God.
So,
That's the end of those things that showed up for that and nothing else.
I got a lot of questions about that, but I'm gonna leave those.
They'll never get answered. And I got an A rank.
Nice.
See you next time.